in many ways we secretly think probably, that if only we could resolve the shadow, then we'd be able to live comfortably in the light. If only the darkness were truly resolved, if only the wound were no longer here, if only I was no longer tormented by the past, or emotions, or feelings, or thoughts, then I'd be living in the peace, the light, the freedom, and there'd be no more ruffling of these feathers, and I'd be able to cope with life so much better than I do. If only I could get rid of this shadow and resolve it once and for all. But life is not quite like that. There is a deeper perspective, there is a deeper knowing, there is a deeper peace, but it's not found in the way of getting rid of anything. It's not found in clearing out the shadow or the darkness and just dwelling forever in the light. The light and the dark are brother and sister, partners, lovers. The moon and the sun, lovers. Yin and the yang are lovers. All there is that defines them as being separate is that they dance with each other. And so it is with us. It's the dance of the light and the dark, knowing ourselves as both and neither, and each one, but not being so lost in either that we become lost and preoccupied and so filled with preferences that we can't bear the other one. Sometimes it's the light that's too bright and we turn away from that. Sometimes it's the dark, but it's too dark and we turn away from that. But the one who has some kind of mastery navigates the world knowing both, loving both, accepting both, surrendering into both. And there's a way through in that way by embracing all that is. And this is an important point because we carry a lot of imagination about awakening, about enlightenment, about how it should look, about how we want it to look. And yet life is a mix. And it's not found through avoidance. It's found through deepening and softening and moving out of this perennial dividing nature that we've got. That says if I can get rid of that, then it'll be all like that. The peace that passeth understanding is not a peace that denies understanding. It's not a peace that says understanding is irrelevant. It's a peace that recognizes that understanding, that thought, that mind, that emotion, that feeling, that dark, that shadow, all of these are not things to be fought with or to be abandoned or to be thrown away as too negative, too useless to the enlightened way of being. It's that those aspects, the thought, the feeling, the dark, the understanding, the knowledge, is not the driver. That they're aspects of the deepest. And they come and they go, and they flow, and they move, they appear and they disappear. But all the time there's a deeper knowing, a deeper resting, one could say, although it's not resting in the mind's understanding way of interpreting it. It's just resting as. It's an abiding as. It's just an effortless way of being. But you can't get rid of the storm. The storm comes. If we run from every storm, where are we going to go? A stormless country? A stormless place within us? No. We have to find our way to be equanimous with both the storm and the peacefulness of the ocean, with the thunderclouds and the beautiful sky and the light wispy clouds that come along, to be as okay with the shadow as with the light, not by ignoring it, but by welcoming it, but knowing it's not who we really are. So this idea of getting rid of things is not accurate. It's a different way of being with them, so that they're not seen as the enemy. The darkness is not the enemy. So we must stop pushing it away all the time, imagining that Shangri-La is filled with all of this light. It's not. We've just reached this within us. We've reached equanimity, the great equanimity of being that sees the movement of all things and knows it is not them, yet it is also them.